All right, time to start this shit. It's Too T3rpd. All right, hit you with the first question already. Freestyling?
Freestyling?
Yeah.
It's all a freestyle. I don't know how to move beats in a progressive.
You don't know how to rhyme with rhythm?
Oh no, I am as broken as it gets in the land of anything rhyming.
Okay, all right.
Pip was over at the house the other day.
Shout out to
he
Pip.
Laid it down. Like, I'm always impressed. You know, I'm not shocked when I see somebody trying to rhyme, but when somebody drops it and doesn't suck, I'm like, what's happening here? Hold on.
He had the best freestyle on the show so far.
Yeah, I would not be surprised by that. He came in and slapped it in my shop the other day, and I was just like fucking rubbernecking, like, what's going on here?
Yeah, he hit.
Like, hell yeah, man knows how to move.
Oh yeah, he rap for real though. For real though. Shout out Pip. I gotta hit him up, man. It's been a minute. He reached out not too long ago. Yeah, I gotta talk to the homie again, man. It's been a
minute. He's good people.
For real.
Like, his kid worked down the street from me, Frank Jr. I guess it's a junior. They're both named Frank. So, and I know like that place just closed like suddenly.
Really?
Like a couple days ago, just like out of the fucking blue, just went, we're gone. And they're like, sorry, we were gonna have a closing week, but we can't. It's closed.
That's
like,
fucked up.
I'm like, damn. Like, did anybody know about that? Oh,
right.
Shit. So I'm now curious.
Bullshit, man. They be doing people dirty.
You know, that's the way the cookie crumbles, dude. Like, that's why I like to bake my own cookies.
Word. Yeah. All right, let me introduce this real quick. My fault. All right, this is Too T3rpd Podcast. It's your boy Donovan, a.k.a. Mr. You Knew What It Was When You Signed Up.
And you already know it's no social tea behind, or some social tea behind the screen.
a.k.a. Tyler Farquaad. Make the lady say, oh my God! And y'all already know. We got the homie in the building. It's third time, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
So once I hit 5, do I get a jacket like in Saturday Night Live?
We might have to figure something out.
Smokers jackets.
Might do like a hoodie or something like that.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. We might have to come up with that, like a gold blunt or some shit, like a.
Golden blunt.
Yeah, like a little pen or some shit.
Believe in the Too T3rp.
Word, yo. Yeah, we gotta do that for real though. But y'all already know. If y'all can't tell by the voice, this the man with the most and the best glass show in the Mo. BCGlassworx. Let's get it. Oh, damn.
Every week.
One of these days, I'm gonna have to like switch this soundboard up a little bit. There we go. That's that live audience.
Not the aliens this time.
Yeah. My fault. That's like them minions or some shit.
Yeah, it sounded like what haunts my dreams every week.
Aliens are fine, you know. There's a bunch of weirdos in this group of people. Like, well, they might be aliens for all we know. It might where their talent be coming from.
Honestly, because I went last year, and there's a lot of the same people from last year, right?
There'll be a couple reboots from last year. We'll be in that situation. I think Seth Bickus, John Walker, Jordan, Kevin Gunn, they're all going to be showing up. And Jordan and Kevin are local, and Fred Linders, he's local. He's new on the board. Okay. Sarah Sally's new on the board. Jem Glass, she's going to be out. She's a repeat. She's been making some marbles too, and they look good too. Okay. So she's going to be busting it out. Like Kenny's coming back.
Shout out Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, you know, we're going to have a good crew. Everybody's throwing some marbles on the table too. Like, that's part of the agreement. I don't care if you make pipes or not. Like, gotta throw some marbles on the table too.
Okay.
Like this is when this comes to this glass show. Like, what we're doing, it's marbles forward. All right, because we're stepping in to fill the shoes of one of the hottest Midwest marble shows that is retired as of last year, and so we have really big shoes to fill there. And the more marble people that we can be in this event as it grows, the better, you know. So we want to bring in antiquers. We want to bring in those vintage guys. We want that history brought onto the table to bring that extra, just, education to the board that, and they look fucking cool too. Like there's some cool ass fucking old ass shit. Like you don't think about it, and then you're like looking at this, and you're like, this little 5/8 marble. I'm like, that looks cool as fuck. How much? And they're like $1,100, and I'm like, you're like, what do you mean? It's not even 1 inch. I'm like, that's what she said. I'm like, fuck. But there's some cool shit out there, and
Well, they say the smaller the piece, the bigger the money. So
dynamite definitely comes.
it kind of works
tiny
up.
Packages.
Yeah. So it makes sense to me.
It's an orc on my Tinder bio.
Show's getting dirty already. It's dark out yet.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, it's not even too dark after dark yet. It's just a dawn.
Fuck no. How you been doing? Like, then it's been a minute since
I
we've
know.
actually chit chatted.
Yeah, I think the last time was what? I think I was in a grocery store, and I FaceTimed you.
Yes, yes, you did.
Yeah, shit. I've been good, man. I started doing improv. I think I started the last time we actually hung out.
Yeah, no, you were it was that week or something.
Okay, yeah. So now I'm actually level 3, getting ready to be level 4 in a couple weeks.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean by levels in the world of improv? What's that actually mean?
I've been taking classes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're actually learning like first, who's on first kind of shit.
Like fundamentals,
Okay.
basically everything that you need to know to be a good improver. Yeah.
Improv's a lot of fun.
It is.
You set a topic and run, like you can get into some really funny shit, especially when you're picking other people's brains and be like, this is the topic, this is the lay-in, go. But nobody says no for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah. But if you can so the biggest thing that I'm learning now is how to really be able to do a great scene. So the biggest thing that you focus in on is the relationship. That's where the funny is. If you can establish a relationship between the two, or how the characters are in the scene,
Sure.
that's how you're able to base a good scene. Because if you all know your relation, whatever the topic is,
Sure, keep it intimate,
exactly.
Really tickle people's cherries that way,
Yeah, so like I said, so I started at level 0, and I'm on level 3, so
I like that gamification concept of it. I really enjoy that.
yeah. And we've been around I've been with the same group the whole time. So really we've all been connecting and learning how to really become one as a group.
Nice.
So we've been hanging out outside of class, and we've also kind of created a sketch group. We've been writing down sketches in a Google Drive, and we've all been kind of collectively been working on shit.
Sure. So you guys are doing pitches at each other and seeing how they swing. Mm-hmm. That's good. It's good to do that. It's good to have a group of people to do that with. That way, if you bomb, at least with people that that don't care.
Word. No, for real
that
though.
are going to be like, I ain't going to see that fucking dumbass again. You're like, oh, it's just a bad day.
Yeah. And it's that's the biggest thing is whenever one of us has a shit day, one of us is like, oh, no, it wasn't that bad. And usually a lot of it is kind of in your head. I feel like
it's all in your head.
Exactly.
150%. All of those hecklers out there and all the people who talk shit, that is your brain bringing that to reality is all it is. And the fact that any of that even has any value, you're not going to go talk to those people and ask them for advice on any level. Now, fucking Tech 10 comedian in the land comes in heckling. All right. He's still being a dick, but he still has a place. He has a little bit more place to say something than somebody who's just off the street doing that, you know.
But even so, still, you gotta be able to take it from everybody, or else it's really not meant for you.
It's a fight game.
Yeah.
It's you're coming out swinging, and you're expecting people not to swing back.
Yeah. Honestly, no, never mind. I'm not that big. I was getting ready to say something crazy, but no.
Oh no, it's crazy. Let's hear it. Come on.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Will Smith to open the door with that.
Take that out your mouth. Sidney Poitier did it better, let's just say.
Right. He said Sidney got that fire slap. He said Will. He said Will ain't got that thunderclap.
The only thing they got going out of it is HD. That's the only thing they got going for him. All right. Sidney Poitier crushed that shit. All right.
hollering, yo.
Like the real hero there is Chris Rock for taking that dive. Like,
Straight.
fucking like
Straight up. Straight
like
up.
that shit was totally set up and totally like they played that to the fullest. I'm like, holy fuck. You know? The fact that how many people bit on that and not knowing that the sketch was prior to something else and that it had already been done before and it's laid out for the drama, for the reaction, for the media, like it was all laid out there. And
oh wait, we taking this to another level.
And that shit hit.
Them shrooms kicking in for real. Hold on. So you're saying that all of that was staged?
100. It's fucking theater, dude.
I'm listening.
Like, I mean, the whole thing is theater. Everything that we watch is fucking theater. As live as it is, like, seriously, those people ain't getting paid that much money to fucking not fucking play the part. Like, you are an actor anytime that camera's running. So anytime that we as the public see them, regardless if that is them themselves, that is them in cameo, not them the person. So they're still acting, they're still playing a part, there's roles being played, shit's happening out, regardless of emotions, regardless of how it plays out. That shit is planned.
Life's a stage. We're all just unslapped.
I mean, that's a lot of it. Like that, the fact that they're getting paid on those levels. Like seriously, like how many YouTube hits do you think Will Smith got out of that? How many YouTube hits do you think Chris Rock got out of that? All right.
I don't even think it's measurable.
All right. They get paid for that.
If y'all say your hand in there, shout out to Lil Cuz.
I mean, it's all like, I mean, not to just play the whole conspiracy theorist or whatever, but like when we're talking about stuff that's going on in theater, like anybody that doesn't think anybody that thinks that's real, it's not something that they know to be real. It's something they believe to be real. All right. So, and it's just because you see it, like I was taught, believe only half of what you see and nothing what you hear. I'm like, all right, let those cards play out. And it's impressive, what you hear and what you see. And then to see it on the big picture, you're like, okay.
You can see the truth to
what's
it.
Going on there.
I can give you that because there's a lot of things that I've seen firsthand that I've seen in the news, and they say it went completely in a whole different way, and it's like, no, that's not true at all.
My mom's convinced that I live in a dangerous neighborhood. She's scared to be in my hometown, or from my hometown.
Yeah,
like Owensville, Missouri, like 2,500 people, if that.
Oh, you from Owensville?
Yeah.
We was there for.
You went there?
There's
I know it's pretty dangerous.
Like what?
There's a cultivation site
in Owensville.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I wouldn't be out there for no other reason. Come on now.
That good.
I knew what it was when I signed up. Straight there and straight out.
Yeah, I grew up out there. Like there's some like that's like whew, it's a small town, but I don't like we're coming from a small town and then like moving to like my neighborhood. When I moved to my neighborhood, it was a tough neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Like there were still streetwalkers at night. Still like people took over corners and ran drugs. Like shit still happened. Mm-hmm. Guns went off. Like oh my god. Like I got a sweet video from New Year's one year, man. Like, you shot me, motherfucker! Like fucking, like that got that shit on the news and everything. I was like, oh snap, bringing the drama to St. Louis.
This dude, fucking Nightcrawler.
Like, dude, seriously, I was just taking a video. I went outside. It was New Year's, like like South Side. Fucking everybody's like, New Year, fucking like everybody thinks they're fucking Al Capone or some shit, And so I went outside just to get a video of the chaos, and our neighbor, like 5 or 6 doors down, like they're gone, thank God. But like they're like, she's like, stop fucking doing that, da 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 da, and you hear tat tat tat, and like he's like hitting a dumpster or some shit, fucking with the gun, and then you hear tat ting tong, and you're like, ah, you shot me, And I was just like, oh shit, we got that on camera. Like fucking, and like there were like reporters like coming out the next morning like wanting information. I'm like, I have video of it. Would you like it? Yeah.
Oh, Ben 6'9" over here. Damn. You weren't supposed to do that. You're supposed to hold it.
Oh no! This is my first time to participate in the shit show, So I'm like, here's my card, Like,
did you leave the block after that?
Like, fuck no, I still live on the corner. Like, this fucking right on there, Pestilence.
Well, are they still over there?
Fuck no, thank God.
I was going to say, yeah, you shouldn't be telling this story. You just got to edit all this shit out because they was getting ready to come knock on your door the next morning. Shit.
See, I don't know that the people that were shooting the guns don't still live over in that neighborhood now, but like. The people that got shot, they be gone. Like they ain't there no more. Which they were a little soft for the neighborhood, really.
You don't say.
Like
if
seriously, like if you're softer than like even Grandpa Stark lives like next door to me, dude. Like seriously, like if he can make it, anybody can make it. And these people were soft. They made him look like hardcore. And Grandpa Stark, man, master of children's songs, is not hardcore. Like, dude, he does children's music on KDHX.
Really?
Like Grandpa Stark's musical merry-go-round, I think is what it's called.
You know what he's talking about?
Yeah, he's been on for a minute.
I ain't never heard of this dude.
Paul's
A damn
my
neighbor.
neighbor.
Oh,
So,
no shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you was making up some shit.
Fuck no, dude. What do you know me to be a fucking runaround storyteller?
That's true.
Like, you gotta go around to get around. You're making shit up. That ain't fun. Where's the fun in that? I mean, I guess if you're just trying to like build a character profile for yourself in a room full of strangers, that could be fun.
Not really, because then when they find somebody that you actually know and they expose you, then it's like,
oh yeah, you could be like 500 miles from nowhere, like nowhere around. Like I've been places where I didn't know anybody, all right, and meet somebody who knew somebody that I knew, and just random occurrence, like this. Just the world is such a fucking small place, like it's kind of fucked up. The how the interactions of travel, you can still run into people just anywhere, I think it's fun.
oh shit. Okay, we didn't got all
things.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't got all off topic. We're supposed to be talking about this damn show. I was gonna ask you a question.
It's right there and up there somewhere, maybe.
Okay, but we still ain't done. I was gonna give you the proper justice that is due. The advertising shit.
Like we're here. Like zoom in on this fucking thing, like if you can.
Yeah, that thing is incredible.
Like the Beatums, dude. Like they sent me a box of marbles. They're going to do this marble show in North Carolina. Marbles in the Mountains. It's this level 42 gallery event that's going on same day as my event. So we have the East Coast Mountain, of events going on, and so the West Coast going on this weekend. We have the Bead and Button Show, which is the largest glass show for non-functionals in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Damn.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Like now, mind you, I announced the dates to my show first. All right, but like when it comes down to it, like the large. There's two incredible mountains going on either side, but the Midwest ain't got there's much going on. There's a show down in Texas. Texas is kind of its own thing, but Midwest, we got to stand strong and throw us something cool, And I think it'll grow and get even cooler, as it goes along, gets more established.
Well, I was just getting ready to say it's only a second year and you done already like. So I thought the first place was dope, but the Zach Dot building like that's that's major. You ain't fucking around. You trying to look at it. You looking real legit.
You want it to look good, you want it to look good for the guest. You want the artist to feel like they're being shown at an appropriate level too,
right.
And it it makes them feel good to be somewhere nice, and then it being in a nice place, it just when you get those high vibes rolling. I mean, like artists start throwing deals, people start spending money, and it's just like you're building relationships with all these people, and it's like this community of art sharing that goes on, and it's like we all get together and we share tips and tricks and get and see how's going on. Like my buddies come from Chicago. He's bringing down Chicago style and Detroit style pizzas.
Okay.
Like he messaged me today. He's like, "Are you allergic to clams?" Or he's like, "Can you eat clams?" I'm like, "I am allergic. I will die."
Oh shit.
And he's like, "Well, I'm still bringing it."
So you allergic to shellfish?
Yeah, all shellfish.
Damn.
Or you can eat regular fish, salty fish and all, but just no shells.
Yeah.
No bivalves, no univalves, no mollusks. What I can eat? I can eat
scrimps, no
cephalopods.
crawfish. Man, you missing all the good shit.
Cephalopods. That's what I can eat. Octopus, squid. I have those. So
You could eat the smart ones.
Yeah. It's stupid. Like really, like what is it? Scallops. Those are the ones that I'm like, man, I really want to eat those. Of the land of shelled fish items,
Yeah, scallops are pretty good.
They look like little bitty filet mignons, and just like, oh,
they taste even better too. Not to rub it in.
Suck it. Yeah. But as far as shelled fish are concerned, that's the only one where I'm like, oh. Like nothing else, mud bugs. I'm like, whatever.
I don't know, man. You missing out on crab.
Sure, I'm sure like soft shell and stone crab all looks fucking like, I'm sure that's all delicious, like everybody gets all caught up in king crab and stuff, it's like bring on the butter. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that shit hits, bro. Yeah. But okay. Off of that.
It's good weed, right?
It actually really is, for real though. You didn't from the first time that I've had your grow to now, like, bro.
Yeah.
You didn't skyrocket it, for real.
I mean, this is
It's
just selection, though. Like, this is the second generation of weed come out of this room now. So we had the first run of weed that came through. We found a male. We selected a male. He was feisty. And I managed to get all of my ladies, except for the golden sage. I did not get any good pollinations out of that one. I was a little disappointed with. But all the other ladies I had in the stable all got pollinated. So I have seed stock of that whole group. And now I'm rolling through some new genetics, searching around. I've got this London Bridge that I'm finishing up that's in flower now, and she's a beast of a plant, like just her node structure of the body. It's just amazing. This Dr. Teeth, it's a Do-si-do Mac 1, and she's a beastly little wide-bodied gal, and these Do-si-do blueberry syrups that I'm finishing up right now. Like, this is what the next one groups that are coming down is this Do-si syrup. And, excuse me.
Oh, Gucci.
And
ain't nothing but a little asthma.
And they're nice plants. Like blueberry genetics. Like, dude got blueberry genetics from like the Mr. Blueberry Old World Genetics guy. And he's using his blueberry F6 for his male, and then he's using those to pollinate his ladies that he's been getting. And so I did a trade with him, and I got a seed lineup from this Calco Dangster dude.
Oh yeah, what did you bring in, by the way?
So I brought in the burger syrup is what I call it. And it's the Mac burger crossed with blueberry syrup. And then what we're smoking right now is the Mandarin Mocha Mac burger, which I call the Mando. And this one came out a lot more stable than this one. This one's a little persnickety still. You got a helicopter a little bit.
Okay.
Get all those, like, it looks like it's just a node, but then it's full of pollen. And you're like, oh, where did you come from, you little pesky bastard, you? It's like, and it's a survival, and apparently it's a survival trait for like an auto, like it auto pollinates as a survival trait when it's under stress. Being in a basement as a plant has to be stressful just to be a plant in a basement. So I would imagine that it's stressed.
Yes.
And so you got to clean it out the interior. And it's every plant that I've seen that's like that, it's all the same. It's all lower node, it's all the inside nodes. You know, you grow the plant big enough, you can get away from the majority of it. But it seems to occur in a lot of genetics that occurred from reversal. I see a lot. And the only way to get through that is to add pollen,
right?
Restabilize. So that's all I want out of the game is just some stable genes that are yummy.
Yeah, but I know you're like a huge fan of the Mac burger. Like, no, Donnie burger, isn't it?
So the Mac 1 is that was like the cherry pinnacle there, like when she hit the market in 2009, like 2 seeds. All right, 2 sold at auction. It's something that occurs. I think it's a high times thing or whatever. I don't know what it is, but I know it's a big auction market that talks about new genetics. And that V1 hit the market and the sales went to $9,000 for 2 seeds, mind you. Like because that was the quality of the genetics going into this. The V2 sold for like 14 or 15,000. Like, and that's fucking bonkers. That this dude has genetics. I think he works for LA Made now, and so he's their lead guy since all of this. And he may have been the whole time. I don't know. Runs the bean basement. That guy.
Okay.
And so if you're not on the bean basement as a hobby grower, like it's a good way to get through all those humps as you keep a journal and you have to fill the journal out, and then it gives you access to other breeders that are seasoned, and so then you have this whole community that you can get your questions answered and stuff. It's cool.
Really?
Yeah. It's called the Bean Basement.
Okay. I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, and he doesn't ask for money,
Really?
and stuff. Like, he does stuff to keep it free, and he just asks that you keep a journal and that you sign and that you're honest.
And where's he based out of?
He's outside of L.A.
Might try to find him. Get him on Turp. Yeah, I might get him on here.
Oh man, you could get some of those West Coast guys out here. You're probably likely better to go out there.
That's what I was. I mean,
take Too Terp on tour.
Oh yeah, we got the
Too Terp tour.
The minivan pimp with no limp over here. We definitely plan on going on. Yeah, plan on going on tour.
We have to know at that interest rate.
Yeah, facts. Shit, that's why we need to start working on our stand-up shit.
Yeah.
Dude, you could hit up mics. You could hit up some open mics on the road while you're gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Honestly, we really could and should.
I think it'd be a lot safer doing it outside of the city.
I want to do it
because
inside
then you
too.
could do the podcast at the bar, and then you have your skit. Because if you're doing open mic skit, those are only like 15-minute skits. Like, so you could go up there and do it even live on the podcast, and then you have these other guys on the podcast that you could fade in and out and get them a good line, come in, film all their shows, and then you have their shows filmed, which you could sell to them, back to them.
So how often did you do theater?
How often did I do theater? I mean, I was pretty active in high school. Like, I didn't do much theater stuff in college, but like I've done some theater stuff just through when I worked for the union.
Oh,
I
really?
did some theater stuff.
What'd you do?
It was just like film teardown stuff, like film building, like the World Series commercials. When it was like all the guys like, and they're swinging in something, and those went to some CG thing. Like, we filmed all the baseball players doing the swing, and then we got ourselves filmed doing the swing. It was fun. Nice. So I'm not a baseball fan by any means, but I met the whole baseball team that day.
So you do production too?
I would, yeah, I have. Like, I have done production. Like, when I was doing from school, I did 1 year up front, I did 1 year in back, or 2 years in back, and then it was all stage building from there. I helped a buddy film a commercial. I was an extra in his promo commercial for this vaporizer called the Hammer, and it didn't sell well. It wasn't a very good product. It was like, the concept of it was awesome. Like, all right, like the whole, like, you pack it like a fucking, like a hitter, and then you just lit it, and it hit this coiled area that heated it up, like, from the sides, and so you got that vaporized hit. But it was just, I don't know, the way it was built, it was unethical, and it had a lot of it misfired a lot. It was gas powered.
Shit! So they lighting fires in people's mouths and shit.
And so no, it wasn't nothing like that or explosive or anything like that. It was more just, it was seriously a misfire, like it wouldn't fucking light.
Oh, okay.
And so, and it's hitting this chamber thing, and so it's fucking really hard to light. I mean, that's not user friendly if it's really hard to fucking light. You know?
Right.
And so
that makes sense.
You know, I mean, his heart wasn't into that. It was a cool product. I thought it was cool. Like, I bought one off of him. He gave me one for doing the commercial, but I bought one too.
Still got it?
I don't know. I don't know if I do or not. Like, I know that I've migrated vaporizers and stuff that I've had over the years. There's like the old ones, you know, like the old box one.
Oh, the packs and stuff like that.
Older. I'm talking like stuffing the fucking the glass chuggler thing and sticking it in the box, you know, and there's just a little heat thing sticking out of it.
Oh.
You know, that kind of stuff. Like the original vaporizer. You know, and it's like, how long is the tube? Because that's how far it goes. So
yeah.
I got this 6-foot tube on the end of it. Here we go.
It's like the days of the volcano.
Yeah, totally in the days of the volcano. It was the bagless version of that, you know. And then there's the butter knives. If you ever had a ring top stove, you know, put 2 butter knives together and put a cup over it.
Shit, we got one in there. Shit.
You got any bubble hash? We could recreate the old times part of the.
I don't. Shit. Need to get some.
The freebase concentrate.
Man, this has nothing to do with marbles, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of that, so I was gonna ask, are there gonna be any live demonstrations again?
So we do have permission to have live demonstration on the floor. I did invite somebody who had their own gear to present on the floor. I don't know if he's showing up. He whether he does or doesn't, I don't know. Like he said he does. He wants to. He wants to get out there. He wants to get exposed. He's a young buck. You know, he's just trying to be seen. I'm like, yeah, cool. You want to set up like that? That takes a huge stress off my soldiers if you're wanting to just come out and play. You know? So, I'm like, bet.
Whoever you are, bro, get your ass out there, man.
I think I can't remember his name right now, but I feel like he was from like Donovan, Missouri. He was a younger cat. He's only been like a couple years in. So, but he knew all the basics. I'm like, fuck yeah, you want to bring a table? You got it all set up? Done.
Nice.
Put you in the corner. And we can actually have it on the floor. Like, they're going to let us do it in the room. Like,
that's what's up.
Like, last time we couldn't do it in the building. We had to do it outside the building. So, it was kind of... And it was cold. John was really pissy about that. But
I mean, hell, it was cold.
It was windy, too.
Yeah, it was some bullshit.
Fucking cool. You know? And so, and I got John. John's going to come back and present this.
Hell yeah.
So, like, and
he has some dope-ass pieces.
Yeah, him and his wife works. She's been at it for a few years now, and she makes some pretty nice jewelry pieces and stuff. And so, like, they're going to both be presenting their work. I know he is, and she usually runs the show, so I'm assuming that she'll be as well.
Yeah, I remember talking to them last year.
Yeah, and so and that's he's out. He still lives out there. He lives out there too. Like I grew up in Owensville. He lives out in Gerald, which is like a community just like neighboring.
Got it.
And then he's like 15 miles out into the nowhere, and then another 2 miles down a gravel road into nowhere. Like he's out there. Like
sounds
if we want,
scary.
you know, I've heard people say that. You know, I find it kind of peaceful out there. You know, and a little dusty because of the gravel road. Is you have to if you live too close to the gravel, it's just dusty. You know, but out, you know, but like out there, it's really nice to not have all the noise of traffics and people just living.
Yeah, it's a nice getaway
You know.
every now and then. Like I can do a weekend, but I couldn't like live out there.
Yeah. See, in Owensville, like there's a couple hours. The past like 11 o'clock at night, there's periods of noise. You know, it's when the bars close and when shift changes in the industrial park. That's That's the only noise after dark.
No, we'll have to talk about this after. Now I remember why I was in Owensville.
Working at second shift.
Nah, yeah.
Were you delivering? The only reason I could see out there is that you were delivering ho-hos out there because there was a bunch of sugar lovers out there.
No, well,
I mean,
yeah, that's actually, I got a story for that. You might know some
as
folks.
a junk food junkie, I know.
You might be able to help the situation out. As a matter of fact, shit, you might know some folks.
I know a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so you might be able to. Yeah, you actually might be able to help us out.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll talk about it. But there's a reason. Yeah, why I know about Owensville. There's a Neverland out there for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
Interesting.
Like I said, I'll tell you.
Interesting.
Yeah, definitely. You just got to remind me, or one of y'all got to remind me to tell them because it actually kind of is important. Now that you mentioned that. Yeah.
Trying to get in a Lost Valley Lake or some shit.
If I knew what that was.
It's some lake resort out there. It's like members only lake resort.
Yeah, it's like Bohemian Grove, but Midwest.
Yeah, I'm not that rich yet.
I mean, I don't think you have to be that rich to get there. I don't think I make quite enough money to go there. So if I'm not making enough money, you probably don't make much more money than I do.
That's what I'm trying to say. So don't be trying to act like it's not that expensive. Like I know my budget. I know I'm at life.
We could share the membership and take payments.
You go for half a weekend, I go the other half.
You know, that would be the hustle there because they don't want to sell them. They're like, it's like a timeshare you're trying to get rid of, and you're like,
All right, fine then. I get Friday and Saturday afternoon. All right, now continuing. So, other than marbles, what are some other pieces that you've been working on lately? Because I know there's gonna be some other pieces that you got going on there.
you know, honestly, I haven't been able to even light my torch up class too much the last couple weeks. I just lost an oxygen account, and I'm in between oxygen companies right now.
Oh shit!
And so, I've been exploring my options, and I've been working with third degree glass this last couple weeks. And
Really, in Delmar?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out.
I start going in there as an educator next week. So.
Get the fuck out of here.
And so now people want to learn how to blow glass now. Like I got access to 10 stations 9 stations total. And so we could start doing like an experience and bringing people in and having like the whole glass blowing experience from an introductory level to a master class. And so,
bro, shout out, bro.
That's where, so, and we're, you know, I'm working on, so I have to kind of build the program too. Mm-hmm. So I'm bringing in old syllabuses from a buddy of mine made, David Alper.
Okay,
he won't be showing this weekend, unfortunately.
Was he at the last one?
Yeah. He was in the corner. He does all the jewelry.
Yeah. Okay, I remember. He had the glasses, right?
Yeah.
Tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was trying to get. He does these wall pieces that are pixelated, and so they're rings and stuff, just like all these discs, and he'll do one like about up there, and it's like the Dalai Lama, and he's got a really sick one of Dalai Lama sticking, doing the thing and the mustache, and it's just like a bunch of discs and a pixelated image of it, like big old 48-inch size TV kind of size, and I was hoping to get him be able to mount a couple on the walls at the venue. I was unable to be able to provide that. They wouldn't let me put holes in their wall.
You don't say.
I don't like to take no for an answer, so I always try to figure how we can fucking be like, come on, there's got to be a win-win here. Like, come on,
this dude.
I mean, usually it's a financial situation. This one was not only financial; it was timing. They had the venue for the next day, so like I couldn't have got in there and repaired the wall and painted it, and it looked the same by the next day. And I'm like, well, all right, you win. So and David was a little nervous about moving stuff over anyway, and because they're big, he can only fit one in his little truck at a time.
Gotcha.
So it's like back and forth to Olivet wherever he's going. It's like one piece at a time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's too much.
I'm like, let's rent a truck, dude. Come on.
Hey man, you talking about money?
We can rent a truck. There's got to be a couple of legal immigrants down there that are probably by the trunk rental place. We pay each of them like $50 to hold one and stick them in that truck with a seatbelt on against that wall and be like, just hang on tight, This guy. It'll be good. Everybody gets paid. They get off the streets. They get some money. We got some artwork. It's shown. It's win-win.
It's community engagement.
Right. We could set these.
This sounds a whole lot like gentrification to me, but what do I know?
That's incidental.
Wait, what's that?
It's incidental. All right, it's not my fault. They were already there. I'm merely offering a means to an ends because that's what they want.
Damn, this sound like pimping now. God damn.
Again, community engagement.
If you'd find out who they are, like what if they're cool, and you have other side jobs that they may like, we need to get this motherfucker a green card. All right, because he works hard.
Ben the pimp over here. He got the limp. He took your limp. You got to get it back, dog.
So when I first moved to the South Side,
Jesus.
So like there was a lot of like a groups of immigrants that didn't have green cards that are doing labor in the city, and so there was this beat cop that walked up and down South Side, and he would come to our house to rattle our cages because he knew we were all just a bunch of kids smoking senseless amounts of weed, sticking up the entire block, And so he'd just come scare us like once a week. like scheduled, I'm coming to fuck with you kids, and it was like all the time. But he had funny ass stories about dealing with these people and communication and they had these vans that had parked, and he pulled up on and he's like, you need to move these vans, and they would spout at him in their home language, and he would be like, all right, and then he'd leave, and then he'd have their van towed, and then he'd come back and they'd be like, all right, this is the deal, and then he would proceed to tell him everything that they needed to know in their language because he's fluent.
Right.
And this dude was like, this cop was cool. He was like a fucking fluent in like 5 languages. And so obviously he needed to be in South Grand fucking walking around because he knew Korean, Spanish, fucking Vietnamese, Chinese. Like this dude was bright.
Damn, all that to make $40,000 a year.
Yeah, he could have been making money doing way better things with his time, but he really liked riding his bicycle. So like, and fucking with illegal immigrants. And so like, it was funny. And he would come in and just be like talking about how he had to have this dude's van towed. And then they start spouting off and he'd be like, I understand everything you're saying. You're not getting away. And then he'd come and brag about it to all the hippies scared to fucking death that they're going to get arrested for petty weed charges. You know, and he's got way more fun people to fuck with. You know, like fucking.
I cop the menace.
Hey,
Yeah,
dickhead.
yeah, he loved it. He enjoyed the fuck out of it too, and like I would hate to have been on the wrong side of his attitude, like, because dude, like he was a fuck around and find out kind of guy.
Damn.
But he always had the best stories, and he was really funny.
Yeah.
And all of the fucking, it was always after some party, so we'd have like strangers in the house, like hiding in the window, like,
It's paranoid.
like, are we gonna get arrested? You know, and I'm just out there bullshitting because I know he's got funny stories, and so, and I'm just like, you know, there's people in there that are scared to death of you right now, and that's funny.
This dude.
It was, you know, and they come out like, how did you not go to jail? I'm like, because he's here every week. I know he's not arresting me. Because he would have done it a long time ago at this point.
Hey, man, I'm confused. Are you confessing to be an informant right now? I don't know what's going on, man.
Informed to what? There was nothing to inform. Like, where were we at? Like, all of the troubles were behind this door. And he didn't care.
Yeah, that's
They're
true.
like, they're in that house.
Yeah,
As long as they're in there, I don't care.
You
We're
had-
like, all right.
Yeah, bigger fish to fry.
Way bigger fish to fry. We were a cute little blip on his crime camera.
Little did he know.
Like,
He's probably running the whole block.
that was across the street. There was so like across the street and a few doors up, those people were fucking running hard, dude. Like, I tried to fuck with them once. I'm like, oh, that was an awful idea. Like
What were you thinking?
I had a sheet of acid I wanted to get rid of, and they were like, we want to try some acid. I'm like, yeah, let's hang out. So we all got high together, and that got weird real fast. Tell you what, man, you really learn what people are like when everybody gets high.
So you kind of you understand what I'm talking about with the whole experiences thing, then?
Sure, I mean,
How
there's
shit could get real quick.
oh my goodness, wait, you don't realize how many people are armed until it's too late, and then you're like, oh,
You the odd man out.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? Like, I just brought paper. Yeah.
Brought acid to a gunfight.
I brought, totally, like, didn't work out. I'm like, whoa. You're like, what is this? I'm like, I ate it too. You saw me. like, whoa, settle down. Let's smoke some weed. I have this doobie right here. I rolled.
Speaking of, hey, did you plan that story?
No, it's just, it happens that way.
That was kind of lit.
Perfect time.
That was kind of lit.
We got to keep it moving. We're here to talk about marbles. Remember,
Yes.
like,
Okay, so actually, that's actually a good thing to talk about. So the last time I was over there, shout out K Valley, she in the building. Last time I was over there, you were actually creating a marble, and I was actually interested in the process because I didn't realize how much it took into actually making a marble. So I didn't realize there's glass within glass in marble.
oh yeah, how like where marbles, how marbles are staged to creation is individual, often to the creator. There are techniques that have a basic process.
Okay.
You know, so like, not to simplify these guys, all right, because they do a lot of intricate process, but this is a roll up, all right, and so they have a set pattern, a set size that they have to achieve. That's all they can gauge almost mathematically, all right, and they grab it and they roll it up, all right, and it's all hot while they do it, and it's when you see the process go down, you're like, they make it look easy. It's not. I assure you. That's expensive shit to fuck up, and it happens all the time. I fuck shit up all the fucking time. Like, but like where I go, like, for these marbles, so like this backside starts on a tube, all right, and I have to case that tubing with a few different colors so that I can get a tone that I want, and then that gets pulled down, and I pull sections off of that. And then I'll take that and I blow a bubble,
Right.
And so in that bubble, I dot it up, and so I make that bubble now look kind of like a textured hot air balloon. Now is what it kind of looks like. So, and then I'll collapse it. And then I implode everything. I collapse the balloon. The balloon collapses from the back to front. It makes the conical shape in here. You know, that shape in there comes from that it collapsing. So now that it's collapsed, I now have to make it bigger.
Right.
And so my goals as of late has been trying to take it from that and see how far out, because I have this weird goal of trying to sit one in front of the other. Mm-hmm. And so I have to make one really tiny and then make one really big. And so, like, I see this long term having to work with one of my buddies with a lathe so that we can actually go to the appropriate size to set it into place.
Okay.
And so it's going to be cool. But how these have been slating in is I've been taking a small marble and then put the little tiny lip on it, or the lens on it, and then I'll round it out, and then I'll tee it into a tube,
right.
Collapse that tube around it. You got to see that and play out, and I'll do that, and then I'll do that up to 4 times.
Got you.
To get to the size. Like this one.
Now that makes sense.
So this one, this shape in here, all right, like it's this big.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Like the optic growth in borosilicate compared to sodium silica is quite different, and so this is why they use it in telescopes. The NASA telescopes made of borosilicate.
Okay. Do you know how to make? Well, I know. Would you know how to make like the like the prism things that you used to see, like in like
Kaleidoscopes?
Yeah.
Oh, like, so I have a lot of friends that do them. So I was trying to get a woman out of Omaha or Lincoln, Nebraska. Mm-hmm. She does these little mirrored ones. You put in a little marble and you twirl it around and look through it, and it's like all psychedelic looking.
Really?
And I got a buddy out west, and he does what's called a kaleidoscope, and so it's attached, it's fixed, and so it's a clear marble fixed to the kaleidoscope mirrors, and then you move it around, and then just whatever you look at has that pattern that has that natural motion, and that it turns really psychedelic as you move it, depending on how it, and it's all taking reality and shifting into that prism look.
Really?
And those are called kaleidoscopes instead of kaleidoscopes.
That's dope.
So, did you know there are under 100 kaleidoscope makers left in the world?
Stop. No.
So, if somebody's looking for a career choices, there are a lack of kaleidoscope makers in this world.
That's sad to think about.
So, there's there's an old man out of Oklahoma, and he's like world famous kaleidoscope makers. One of his kaleidoscopes sells for like $3,500, and it's like a table piece. It'll be like a corner piece, and it's like this pressure. I got to play with one in Eureka Springs in this art gallery, and it was this pressure fit, and you pushed this little like windpipe thing, and it changed the viewing of the mirrors from like a 3-point to up to a 12-point cut of mirrors in the shape, depending on how hard you pushed on it. And then it had this rotation wheel that you spun, and then it had the view portal, and you could adjust it and everything. It was a sick piece.
That sounds amazing. Like I used to, I remember my grandma used to have a couple of them.
Yeah.
Around the crib.
It's for sober people, really, that want to get high. Don't want to get high, because like they want that ideology of that kaleidoscope effect, which is a natural. You're experiencing a lot of those excretions of serotonins and dopamines into your body by visualizing that, because your body's got to process that and assert that into reality somehow.
It's like DMT without the burnt plastic taste.
Right. No dead grandma's closet kind of afterburn going on there.
Yo, damn. I gotta get a kaleidoscope now.
I got a couple extra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I have one in the shop just as a perspective change, and then I have one in the kitchen or in the dining room, and then I have one in my bedroom. You know, you just want to wake up and you feel shitty and be like, all right, it's not that shitty.
Yo, that's hard. Yeah, I don't know. There's like so many things that you kind of like in the glass world and like the art space that you don't even really think about sometimes, or like you forget about. Because I guess it's starting to become a lost thing now.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
You know, everything's so easily accessible now. You know, like handmade arts are don't seem as valuable when everybody's. I think our overexposure of them online, making them so easily to be seen online.
Got you. So then it looks like it's more than what it actually appears.
Right, like so you're ballooning this ideology, and so like the people who collect, you know, like the value's still maintained for a lot of collectors, but you know, for trying to get into that window, like you're a young buck trying to get into the art game, you know, like that's a hard game to play, you know, and it's a lifestyle of suffering that you just have to be okay with being broke, or be okay with that you're going to have to find more than one way to make money.
Yeah.
You know, like I've had every job under the sun. I am a horrible employee is what I've learned in life. It's like I can do really good for so long, and then I'm just over it. Just one day I wake up and I'm like, done.
I can feel that.
And it's just like I can't. I've done it more than I care to admit. Like I worked a dude, like God bless my fucking buddy, dude. Like I worked at this barbecue joint, Vernon's. All right, dude, and seriously, I was on payroll from the time they opened to the time they closed. All right, like I don't think I worked a year. And like if I was on schedule, like half the time I didn't know it. All right. And so like, and it's dude, fucking God love him. Like seriously, like I cannot believe this dude put up with my shit. And he still talks to me even. Like fucking he's awesome.
I mean, you a cool ass dude.
Yeah, but I'm for real. Like I'm good with people, you know, talking to people behind the counter. Like behind the counter is my safe place. You know, like I feel free to run my mouth about the topic, because if I'm behind the counter, there's a
they
good
gotta
chance.
reach a little bit.
I
probably
know.
had the plastic up there, the glass.
I mean, I might know just a little bit more than they do, and if they know more than me, I'm ready to learn at that point, because I want to know. Because if there's something that I don't know that they know, I'm like, all right, bring it to the table. Like if you like share with the kids, if you don't have enough to share, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, for real talk.
You
like
know?
I learned that from the first episode when you came on. Like he's definitely a good listener. He really is.
Like what's going on? What you got going on? You got something cool to the table? Bring it. You know, like let's hear that shit.
Yeah. Nah, for real. And that's how it should be, yo. Okay, so a little bit more about the show.
Yeah.
So gonna be food, drinks. What we looking at?
So there's a wet dry bar. I got DJ Red Eye in the house, dude, who's old school St. Louis native too. Seriously, like old school funk DJ, some funk soul, you know, whatever you want. Like he's an old school 45 kid.
Okay.
And so like, and he's gonna be spinning records all day, and so we'll have good tunes in the house. Like I said, this kid's supposed to come in and do some live demonstrations. Like, hopefully he knows how to pizzazz. If not, you know, maybe somebody will sit in and show him some pizzazz. Like, you know, but we got like 18 to 25 vendors. And so, like, not everybody's paid me yet, so I'm like, all right. But, like, everybody says they're coming, so, and as of yesterday, everybody was all excited to go, and so, like, I don't, you know, and so I know I need to be, this is areas where I should be a bigger dick than I am, and so.
If you got to.
You know.
Y'all heard that. Y'all heard what I just did. If you ain't see it, you heard it. One more time if you need to know. Get that man his money.
And so, I mean, you know, most of them are repeats, so they're all gonna. It's not like nobody's gonna not pay, you know. So like,
just in case though.
And if I got a trade product to help them out, like cool, I'll fucking take some product. I know people that buy product, awesome. Like we'll fucking make it work. You know, we'll get. But I want people to be seen. You know, part of all of this is not just to toot my horn. Is to show St. Louis and show Missouri that there's awesome stuff out there, and that stuff deserves to a good shot to be fucking seen. You know, and if we're not throwing parties like this shit's not getting seen.
Facts.
You know. Like, you'll spot one in the wild every once in a while. Like, I know a guy from Lake Superior comes down to the Clayton Art Show. He does fucking great fucking marbles, you know. And so, you know, and trying to get these people out in the world and be seen because this shit's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Marbles are awesome, dude. Like,
hell yeah.
Marbles can change the world. It changes people's perspective. Like, once you get down and get caught in a good marble and you start twirling around your fingers, like the perceptions of how you perceive things change all of a sudden. You know, you're coming from this perception of like that shouldn't happen, you know, and that, but in the same breath, like there it is happening, and you're like, oh my god, how the fuck do they do that? You know,
Yo, I'm dying for you in this hat, yo.
I don't like this fucking. I'm trying to turn this thing around. Fucking,
just do you. Oh, that's hard for the love of glass.
This is my buddy's gallery out of Boulder.
Okay.
Green Side Up Gallery. They still have a studio there in Boulder, and they have some really cool, like, fucking, he does some really cool stuff.
Okay.
I was trying to get him to come out, but then every time I messaged him, he thought I was somebody trying to scam call him and stuff, and so I'd be like, so what's your I'm like, what's your email? He's like, inyourmom.com. And I'm like, like what is, like, dude, I want to I want to go to get my fucking thing on my phone. Cause like, he seriously sent me all this like OnlyFans shit. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get you to come to my show. And I'm like, I'm not trying to scam you out of money. Like, fucking.
That's hilarious. Joe. Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's like some of the people I'm trying to contact to get their art shown are feisty.
I see.
Eccentric is being polite about it, and so
you don't say. You eccentric.
Well, I won't argue that too much.
You can't. You always take your shoes off whenever you at my house.
It's carpet. I'm surprised you let me this far in without making me take my shoes off in a fucking carpeted house. Like, fuck.
You know, I wasn't raised like that. You know, degenerate.
Oh man, I wasn't raised. There were houses that I went to, or I get halfway across the room with dirty feet, and they'd be like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" You know, I'd be like, "What? Was that me?"
You know how I do at those houses? Do a little love tap.
And you're like, fuck your couch.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I got too nice of shit in here anyway. Supposed to live.
So, in the whole fuck your couch, I partied with Charlie Murphy one night.
Whoa.
So, that was scary.
What
so,
you
like, I didn't do anything. He just told me he was a very good storyteller. And so, so he did a lot of the writing for Eddie, you know, and so, like, he was doing a show in Denver, and the opener was friends with a friend of mine. A friend of mine was a DJ in Boston. He was real tight with all these East Coast people, and they're all East Coast people, and so there's like, Charlie Murphy, let's go meet Charlie Murphy. Like, we're gonna go smoke weed with Charlie Murphy. I'm like, all right, Nate, let's go fuck smoke weed with Charlie Murphy. Okay. Dude does not share joints. I'll tell you, first and foremost, you hand Charlie Murphy a joint, fuck, he don't hand it back. It's his. Don't hand him another joint if you want your joint. I lost like 4 fucking joints like that. I'm like, all right, I'm not handing this dude another fucking joint. This is awful.
He ain't pass it to nobody?
No. Fucking, this is my
shit.
joint now.
Yeah, he's son job. That's kind of.
He had his own fucking dude. Fucking, they gave him like a whole fucking thing of blunts. Fucking put him in his pocket and just started taking other people's fucking like smoking that shit. I'm like, this dude, he's planning.
That's gangster.
He's planning this shit. Like, I ain't paying for nothing.
That's gangster. He was really about that life. That's hard.
So he comes in.
I mean, I wouldn't do it. Don't worry. I see the look in your face. I wouldn't do no shit like that. But that's still gangster to see other people do. I respect.
I mean, you know,
Vince like, no.
there's so. I can't say that I haven't tried to play that game.
See, look at you. It just didn't work out for you. Oh, you a hater. He hate.
I won't deny my position here. That is my position. That is the goal in this whole thing.
This is why I fuck with you. You really keep it real.
So he's telling me this story about Mr. Universe.
Okay.
And they're having a tiff.
Oh shit.
All right, with Mr. Universe, and so he's telling me the story, and he grabs this fucking wine key, and he's like, you know, Mr. Universe, he's like, you might be able to beat me bloody. He's like, but when I get through with you, I will cut you, and you will never be able to take your shirt off again. And he has got this wine key, like, here's my face. He's telling me this story, and I'm like, looking at this monkey, looking at him like, this is a great story, Charlie. Fucking. And like, I've never been really, you know, I'm not much to take to intimidation, but fuck, I was nervous. like, fucking, what is going on? This person is really into the story. He really does not like Mr. Universe. He's going to cut him, and it looks like it's going to be my face.
You're about to be clued by Charlie Murphy.
Fuck. I guess that should be some sort of like progression.
PTSD is real.
Instead
of flashbacks.
Like,
I guess. Did you have a clean face back then?
no, I ain't changed shit, dude. Like this is what it's been. Like 19 fucking 99, fucking blam. Like senior year, I had these like fucking horn things coming out, like anthrax status and shit. Like fucking.
You know, yeah, you do look like the type that do some shit like you. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
So this is what they look like when they grow up. Got it.
It wasn't a phase.
No,
It's a lifestyle.
nobody's paid me enough to like do something different, and I'm like, all right.
So this ain't no hot topic phase. This is
And
real.
like, if we're being me, like if I get paid just as better to be me, like, why the fuck change it up?
Word up.
You know, like there's some things, like if I had the money, you know, if I had like what the fuck money, you know, like there's a watch I would buy, you know, like one of those Jacob and Co's, like if you had just dumb money, and you could just spend it on shit besides all the cool shit you do for other people.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's no need for you to have that much money.
Right.
And so obviously that needs to go places. I came up in a shit community. Obviously money needs to go back to the shit community to make it not so shitty.
Right. Facts. No, that's real.
You know, but like, you know, everybody has those products that they want to get, you know. Mine is a watch.
A watch?
I've never had a watch that I wanted to wear. And I don't even know that I'd wear one of these, but I want one.
I think I want an old school.
What's an old school?
Like a car.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm a Studebaker kind of guy myself.
Yeah. I can't decide which one I want, but like I remember back in the days to get like the Dubs cars, like the little toy cars and like the Hot Wheels and all that.
Sure. Back when they were cool.
Yeah.
They're still cool now, but they're just not. They're made in other places.
Hey, well,
I mean, everybody got to make their money. You know, I get it. You know,
dollar bill, y'all. But I plan on going back to the house one day and just looking at some of those cars when I got money enough. When I got enough money and picking one of my favorite ones, and like actually getting it in real life.
that would be sweet.
Yeah.
Is going to be one of the weird, like cool weird ones. Was that old biker dude that fucking did the Rat Pack art and stuff, and the Rat Fink. That's what it was. So
I'm going to look that up. I haven't seen that.
So there was a Hot Cars run of Rat Faint cars, and it had like the rat tops and fucking like, and it was like all the little critter arts and Hot Wheels and shit.
Actually, I think I do know what you're talking about.
Like those things are worth some coin now.
Yeah, I gotta go look back at some of those Hot Wheels and like I said, the dub cars.
If they're made in Japan, they're all worth really good money, and like I think Malaysia, I think has some pretty.
Do they have to be in the package? Because some of them are left in the package.
No, you're adding. I mean, you're adding collectible value with packaging, you know. But like, if they're open, they're still gonna have
some value too.
They're gonna still be worth more than the $9 that, you know, or they might at least be worth just about at least the $9 you had into it.
Got it.
As a kid, you know.
Yeah.
And I think anything that can at least maintain its same value, even though the dollar is worth shit now, you know, so it's all right. Visually, it's the same, but since the dollar ain't worth the same, then it's not the same. It's less.
Yeah.
And so, but which whatever, the value of the dollar went back up, then so did that. So I don't know. Money is a big scam as it is.
Yeah. Damn, I need to look at them
it's
cars
a tool.
now.
It's a tool to give dumb people power.
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell the state of Missouri that for years now.
Yeah. Like guns make power, make weak people feel power. You know, money makes dumb people have power. You know, it's a tool. Yeah. They're tools, you know, all of it. Money, tool. Guns, tool. Fucking, you know, my pipes, tools, you know.
Everything's a tool. I think we just came up with the episode.
The glamour is, just the glamorization of it, you know, like everything, like the gun, like in guns, fucking, yeah, there's the whole glamorization of guns, like the fucking existence of guns at a level of war is the glamorization of that public display of power.
Yeah.
You know, all right, every collector group has some sort of glamorization of it all. All right, and so it's even in money. Even money has collector groups where like, who's got the most? Q billionaires.
Yeah.
You know, and it's all this game to fucking be like, I got all this money, you know, or it's like, I got this old money, you know.
Right.
You know, coin collections, like, all right, like marble collectors are like the high-end collectors and the antique collectors, they are more uptight about collecting than like stamp people and like gun people. Like these people are on top of their information and this shit, you know.
Do you think it's easier too because it's like there's not as many people doing it on that level?
I think once you get into that level, you've already made it so convolutedly hard to understand at an introductory level that it's jargon, you know. Like there's like it's almost like a Dunning-Kruger effect. Like there's these people that know,
yeah,
and then there's the people that know, you know?
That makes sense.
And like you don't even know. Like I'm still, you know, I've been in this game for 17 years. Like I am shit with the fucking language. All right, like I know what it is. Like I know what it does, I know how to do it, you know, but like to label it all and be able to say the names, give their Italian names, because a lot of these techniques are fucking come from Italian roots and stuff, and it's either the Italians or it's coming from the science industry, you know, and so like and that language, like I suck at the language, I don't keep up. I'll just be right out front there, like I'm, you know, marbles. That's. Even in the marble language, there's a whole language in fucking marbles, and then comes along Terp Nation. Here we go, Terp pearls and pillars and valve caps and covers and you know, basically making fucking marbles auto parts in the land of fucking potheads and just like
yeah, essentially, yeah, that is true. Like there's I don't know, there's this one account I follow and he makes like South Park characters with the Turk pearls and all that.
It's a girl.
Oh shit! My bad.
I'm pretty sure it's a girl. It's very dainty hands, so I'm only assuming it's a woman who's doing that.
Oh,
she makes awesome stuff. Awesome little miniature stuff.
Yeah.
Art. DMRT art or something like that.
I think so. Yeah. Cause I kind of wanted to buy one of them pieces.
They're like $75 for one of those little things.
Yeah, but that's kind of worth it though.
You know, like see, hook, line, and sinker. You know.
So hold on. You're trying to say those are? You trying to say that those are easy to make?
No. Yeah, to an extent. Like,
I'm listening.
Right, so like, I, you know, not to belittle her art because it's amazing. Like the stuff she does, she's years and years and years and years of practice. All right, like the time that she has into it and the ability to do it that well, that nice, only comes from the years that she is committed to that. All right, first and foremost.
Oh, he about to go hard. You pile on that much compliment, he about to go hard.
All right, but in basic sculpture, when you're talking about introductory stuff, you can do that stuff in like 20 minutes.
Oh,
you know, if that, that's now, you know, you could probably do it in 10 and without detail. You know, like fucking, and you know, like when I last time I was working with one of my mentors, his dad is a generational, you know, he was one of the early birds in the glass industry and stuff. So he specializes in boats. All right, like loop stitch boats. And when I say loop stitch, it's fucking this. He's taking a loop of glass, he's getting it hot, he's bringing it out into a string and doing that over and over again, like crochet. All right.
interesting.
And he's doing that and bringing it into shapes. All right. And he's doing it fast as fuck. All right. So I used to smoke cigarettes. And I'm sitting at the fucking studio here. We walking over the door and fucking start smoking a cigarette. And he starts telling me a story about fucking Mark, who, you know, his son, and they're telling me stories about how he used to make these drink stirs with tops on them and take them to the bars and make money when he was like 16, 17 years old, to go and make money off the drunks in the fucking up in the towns and the fucking. And I turn around and he's got the entire body of this boat, you know. Boat.
Damn.
All right, and he's starting to make the mast. All right, and like this isn't the time it took me to smoke a cigarette. All right, an American Spirit cigarette, just so you know. That's like not even
20 minutes, maybe.
Like, I mean, that's if you're not like in a hurry, you know, you're nursing that thing. Like, yeah, 15, 20 minutes smoking that fucking motherfucker.
That's crazy. So that's like what we was watching in Mexico.
But like, you know, like I don't think we were 10, 12 minutes and he had this whole body done. And so I turn around and he's just like, all right, son, sit down. Let me learn you about some glass, you know?
Damn.
And like he's working, he doesn't even have protective eyewear on. He's got his readers on and he's looking over his readers, you know, just stitching away.
He flexed on you so fucking hard. It's not even
Dude's
fun.
in his like 80s.
Yeah, right? he was definitely trying to sun you. He's like, let me take you to class real quick.
Made a dude who comes out with stretched out Gillespie cheeks. I probably should listen to him.
He was trying to show you where the fuck he was at real quick.
So like his ideas on it came from this like a carnival perspective, you know, the show of it, and it's broad, and his actions were, you know, very extended and boisterous, and it was a really showy process, and it was fast, and it was very rewarding to the eyes, you know, to watch this sailboat get built. It took him less than an hour to build this sailboat. I mean, I would be arguing 30 minutes, you know, short of cutting the sails, you know, and the amount of information shared going into just being like this. You hear it cracking. He's like, don't worry, it's not going to break. It's like, he's like, this is like the land of 1,000 stitches. And each point in his turn, there's actually 3 micro welds going on at each point. And so he's like, weld. And it's all in this just one motion. You don't think anything's fucking happening. You see this light, you see this fucking blob, you see creation coming out of it, and this like God particle, and like fucking the untrained eye. And you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Sounds like OG 3D printing.
Yeah.
Totally, dude. And he did like all characters, fucking ducks, sheep, angels, boats of all different crafts, like all sorts of fucking shapes and critters. It was kind of awestrucking, and then how fast they could go to bed. He would put together they could put together a little bird bath with a couple birds on it in like 15 minutes.
Wow.
And it looks showy. The whole time you're like, oh wow, that's like it's a little ring. Oh wow, that's a little stand. Oh wow, that's a disc. Holy cow, it's a feeder. Holy cow, he's putting birds on it. Holy cow, I can't believe that bird took you like 30 fucking seconds. What the fuck is happening?
I can't. Oh, I want to see some shit like that. That's fire.
And so I mean, all that's real showy. What we all get to see is just the big blob of a circle and dots going on. And this dude smoked it. Did you see it? There was smoke. It's a different color now. Holy fuck. Yeah. It's not, there's like this, there's not this, it's a different kind of show. It's just fire, and so.
Hell yeah. Like, I don't know, man. I'm excited for this. Because, like, I'm starting to get more fascinated with glass art ever since I met you. Like, you kind of made me a fan of it, honestly.
I'm sorry to bring you that up.
No, like, I love it.
It's something to love.
If you haven't noticed, ever since your piece, this just, like, went crazy around here. Even got some over there.
Well, welcome to the party.
So, like, I told K Valley that you know how the old ladies, they be having the antique shells with all they fine china on it. Yeah, nah, mine's gonna be full of glass pieces and shit.
I've seen them. They look good, full of glass pieces.
Yeah.
They have nice ones now, dude. They have one. They got lights on them and stuff. They have really a nice corner cabinet at IKEA. That's all clear.
Really?
A corner shelf. It lights up and stuff.
We might have to get that for the set, yo.
And it's like a little tower. It's like a couple $100. It's like 6 shelves.
Yeah, we might have to get that for the studio.
I'm surprised you, dude. You gotta hit up IKEA. Have you been?
Yeah.
Is this stuff IKEA stuff?
Yeah.
I guess it's short and small enough. It should be IKEA's.
And if you knock on it, it knocks back at you.
Oh yeah.
What you sitting on?
Yeah. Okay. This does look very IKEA looking.
Come on, bro.
As observant I am, I'm not observant.
IKEA.
See, I could use one of these things. When did you get that?
Yeah, I remember when I first saw it, I was like, yo, I need this for my podcast.
You could do some fun stuff with that.
It was my weed box at first. That's
Yeah.
what I kept all my weed shit at. So, like, I used to have all my glass pieces in there and all that, and all my weed shit.
Oh, we should fill it full of weed.
Well, now it's like the fun box, so then, you can put fire shit in there. Usually the guests bring something, and we put something in the box.
I didn't know it was supposed to go in the box. I had to put it in the box.
I mean, I feel like it looks better outside of the box.
I mean, the ideas are definitely.
That's the only way to make a marble look cool is to see it outside the box.
Boom. See?
So,
So then we did it then. That's what I'm saying. You can't put these in a box.
you don't want any more of that. We're going to just put that right there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to chill for a minute. Yeah. I'm getting high.
Good weed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That fire, yo.
Hell yeah. All the weed I've been growing lately, the worst thing is it gives me the munchies. Like, that's been its worst problem.
Honestly, I'm hungry as fuck.
Is it gives you hard munchies. And I don't know if that's just the curing process or how late that I'm doing it, but like all of the weed that I've grown, regardless if it gets you uppy or down, it gives you more settled, 20 minutes. You're like, I'm fucking hungry. I've never been this hungry in my life. And like until I started growing weed, I didn't really experience that too much. That whole that just obsessive hunger all the fucking time. But since I've started growing weed, And so even when I grew weed in Denver, I did not get hungry off of the weed I was growing in Denver. Everything that I've grown currently, I don't know if it's just the way I'm growing or the types of weed I'm growing, but I get fucking mad fucking munchies smoking fucking weed.
Mm-hmm. Is it like a lot more indica based than you grow here? Because I feel like it was a lot of sativas in Colorado, like especially in Denver area when I was living up there for a couple months.
All right, I'm gonna get ready to run my mouth again.
Do it.
All right. So, what I've been growing, I've been running a lot of hybridized weed. So, like when I'm looking at genetics, like this whole language of sativa and indica. All right, this is like a sales pitch that people have got to simplify things that aren't that simple. All right, and so sativa, for example, is Latin for to sow. All right, fucking lettuce is a sativa. All right, and so like when we're talking about sativas, like what people, like I have weed in my room right now that produces a tall, broad-leafed plant. All right, and I have plants that are small and they have thin-leaf plants. All right, so these are all hybridized strains. Like I'm when we're talking about genetics, getting back to where it's from, not and what it does is individual often to the what, where's, whys, and hows. Like different weeds do different things for people.
Right.
Reality is an individual experience.
Exactly.
And so everything is a sales pitch outside of that, and it's in your head. We're all getting stoned.
Right.
There's going to be benefits for people out there, obviously. And so like getting stoned, there's, Chris Rock did say it right. Like just a good dose of fuck it.
That's hilarious. Nah, but real shit for a minute there though. That's how I know you got some fire ass weed, because this shit was definitely playing tricks on me. I could have sworn you had you were sitting on your feet for a second there. Is it my peripherals? I was like, this motherfucker got the knees of like a 2-year-old. Like, what the fuck? Like, I just got adjusted today and my shit was snap crackle popping. Like,
dude, my knees, I have to adjust my knees every time I bend over. Like I have a knee that shifts in and out of place, and so I have to move it and get up here and be like, quack, and then fucking stick it out, and then it goes pow, and it hurts sometimes when I do it. But then it doesn't hurt anymore after I do it.
Love yourself chiropractic, dog.
So yeah, I learned that trick from a chiropractor, and they taught me how to fucking pop my knees back in, because they be falling out like fucking bad genetics and weed. Fucking
Damn, dog.
That hemp biologue just, they break.
Damn, dog. I need a knee replacement.
It's not broke, don't fix it. All right. That's where I'm at with it. If it's not broke.
Sounds like the first step in denial.
So, I mean, like
true denial.
Conditioning. All I can do is condition and
shit.
And keep myself not in a broken stasis of shape. I'm not saying I'm in shape, because I'm not. My push-up game is whack as fuck.
How many push-ups you got?
I can do like 20.
That's not bad.
So, and like
those
sitting? Last 5 are rough. You're like, fucking.
That's not bad.
But I've been trying to do different
variations
positions of push-ups, like doing the insides and then the outsides, and so like I started with the hard ones, like get like 8 in, you're like, fuck, this is hard. You're like, what do you mean people do 100 of these? What the fuck? Like,
just like do it in increments. So like, when I started out
building,
I think I started out on I started in the 20s, maybe 30s.
Yeah.
And so I started with like that each day, and then each episode I would go up 1.
Yeah. See, that's how I've been trying to go up 1 to 3. I'm like, all right, if I can do 1, do 3. If I can do 3, do 5.
Just just go up 1 a week.
Oh.
Just stay consistently with that number each week, but then go up 1.
I haven't paid attention to the time. I just, once it doesn't feel as hard.
So when you
I just do it till it's hard and be like, all right, if it gets hard, all right, I'm gonna stop there. And so when it's been about a 2 to 3 push-up climb every 3 to 4 days. And so, but then if I miss a day, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're like back down. And so like I got up to like 15 push-ups and then I missed 3 days. And then I was doing like 8 push-ups and I was like, fuck, what the fuck? Dude? Like broken child here. What the hell? Like 40 years old, should be able to do fucking 50 push-ups. What the hell?
Shit.
Like that should be seriously as adults. Like we should be doing like we should be able to do as adults fucking 50 push-ups. All right, like that's that at basic shape. Like as an adult, just to keep shoulders right, back frame right. Like there's things that keep these muscles good, that keep shitting right. Like that, and that's not a big number. Like, and really, that doesn't take up a lot of time.
No.
Like fucking 3 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
4 minutes. Like seriously, like that's not a lot of time. Like, it's one of some of the things that I am ashamed of myself for able to do. Like being fit. I've never been fit. I've always been busy. I smoke a lot of fucking weed.
Yeah. See, my job is like labor intensive, and then if I wasn't doing that, I always played sports or something like that. Like I always like to be active.
Sure, I was always active, always been active. So but I've just never been in shape. I'm a junk food junkie. So
See,
I've gotten a lot of that in check over the years.
Yeah, I've been consistent with the push-up thing. So
Yeah,
like that's been my thing.
I fall on consistency. I'll good at it. I got up to like 35 push-ups there for a while. Fell off that wagon completely. So I'm at the restart.
So it's not all in one set, but I can do 117. That's how many I can do
in a day.
Yeah,
in a day trying.
Usually it's like I try to do it within like probably an hour.
Well, see, I give myself the day. Like once it's dark, that day is done.
Okay.
And so like I've done those days. I've gotten like 60. And like that's my day, and I felt that.
But I started at 35, and then just each week I worked my way up. Like I do it with each episode. That's what I did it with. So.
Yeah, we should treat ourselves better. Body's a temple kind of stuff.
I tried to, yeah. Like I don't know, it's just like a lot of health things have been on my mind lately. So it's like I've always been trying to.
Mortality gets in question. When you get older.
Shit, that's been a thing since I was a little kid. So
living in St. Louis, your mortality is a question. I was going on the road, just saying that you're from St. Louis gets you titled as hard, and I'm like, really.
I didn't realize that until
like, and you go other places in the world, and they're like, dude, don't fuck with that dude. He's from St. Louis, and I'm like, he's hard. I'm like,
but it's like
no shit, really.
But it's like when you go to other places, like when I went to Denver, it was so weird because like I kept on looking over my shoulders and shit like that. And everybody's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about?" Like we
head on a swivel. You gotta be aware of your surroundings. That's a natural reason. It's not natural in other places, apparently. Like, dude, people seriously, they're checked out. And everywhere, other major cities, like, you see people just completely checked out. They're in their own bubble, like, going on there. And they're just, whether it's in their phone or out in nature, they're in their own bubble. And they like it. And it looks enjoyable as fuck. And so, I don't know. But I don't know. Like, I love being in St. Louis, too. I just, I like it.
I got a confession. I was a little shit disturber yesterday. So after class yesterday, we all decided to go to the Armory, and afterwards,
how is it over there?
Oh man, you gotta go.
Yeah,
it's so dope. It's amazing.
Yeah, we've been talking about having a meet up over there or at the Foundry, like Friday night, seeing if people want to get together, meet artists, and see if an artist want to come and hang out.
Armory.
Armory.
Okay. It's huge. Well, I'm sure you've been in there before, haven't you?
I haven't been in there since they redid it.
Okay.
I've been over to the Foundry a number of times.
It's still huge. Like, it's just a big ass space. It's got like beer pong. It's got like arcade games.
Interesting.
They got the fucking
Cornhole.
Yeah, they got like a whole row of that. They got the like the big basketball size like beer pong.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got like mini
beer
bowling.
pong and basketball size.
Yeah, like with the trash cans.
That's wild.
Yeah,
It's like trash can basketball. Like real size.
yup. They got like a pool. No, they got a soccer. It's like a soccer but pool.
Okay. Yeah.
They got all types of shit, man. It's like a drinking game.
Paradise.
Yeah, for real.
Paradise for drinking.
Yeah. They say it's like the world's biggest bar.
For real?
I've seen that, yeah. It's huge. It's like 3 football fields.
I mean, it is a big building. You know.
It's got all types of bars around there. Like, it's huge, yo.
Yeah. I mean, I've drove by it a number of times. That road goes around and then cuts back behind where the Amtrak thing is.
Yeah.
Fucking, what's the thing called here?
I think it's Amtrak.
No, that's the train thing. What's the fucking
Oh, the bus
Metro?
station?
Metro Link? Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good weed, right?
Nah, for real, though. Shit, it made
How
us...
you're gonna get home?
Yeah, shit, it made me get off tangent. All right, so back to the story, though. So we were leaving, so I had to go to the bathroom. So everybody else had already went out to the parking lot. So I'm lagging behind. I finally get out to the parking lot, and I notice all of them kind of standing in a circle.
Sure.
Just talking or whatever. I'm like, I could fuck around and just like surprise them real quick. So like I kind of I duck behind the cars a little bit, and I noticed they still didn't notice me. So I'm like, oh shit, okay, this will be fun. So I pull out my phone and I get behind one of my classmates and I go, give me all your money. And so he jumped so hard that I realized, oh shit, like they think it's real. They didn't actually see me. So all my classmates, they all freaked out for a second because they didn't realize it was me.
Yeah. And there wasn't even a weapon involved here. Okay.
It's my iPhone.
Your iPhone. You had these people spooked. That's funny.
I felt bad because I realized I had really scared them. Like they were like, I thought it was real. I was like, oh shit.
People are drinking the Kool-Aid.
Kind of made me realize I could have been good at robbing motherfuckers, but it's like,
Not too late to change careers.
I don't know, man. Miss on a career here, but
That's a very, very short career.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know, it only takes the one person.
Yeah,
That's all it takes is one time and
the prize is either always bigger or,
death.
you know. Well, I mean, that's the only thing goes out. You go to jail or you die. You know, that's what happens.
Yeah.
I'd stick to freelance with that. I wouldn't go full time.
Sure. Corporate targeting would be, I would say, it would be the better reward. And after that, you know, petty things are petty rewards. You know,
That's true.
like you need an Ocean's 11 that shit.
We gotta start do that about crypto.
So yeah, I never got into the crypto game. So
Digital tulips, basically. You know, like the tulip game was like that. All right, so and that's what I kind of think. Like NFTs are kind of like they're selling a tulip thing here. All right, so like in olden days and stuff, tulips used to be worth like up to like $1,200 for a bulb.
yeah, but wasn't that some mob shit though?
No, you know, isn't this NFT just some fucking nerd house fucking mob shit? You know?
All right, as long as we're telling the truth around here, I just want to make sure that we were really unveiling.
But they were
shit.
pitching on all these fine colors and established value until they established that what gave these tulips its color was a disease. And that bottomed out the market, and people had invested their life savings into these flowers that were worth, you know, $1,000. You know, which nowadays would be like tens of thousands of dollars. You know,
They look good at their funerals whenever they died from the heart attack.
Yeah. You know, they may have never gotten planted.
Damn.
Waste of money.
Damn. Damn.
And so, but NFTs, I don't think. I mean, from the artist perspective, like looks good. You know, to be able to digitize my art, be able to sell it in a digitized market, all right, and be able to make a percentage every time it sells.
Yeah.
In the open market, all right, like that looks good on paper, you know, like totally looks good around the docket, all right, but that's still a market that can be totally staged in a window of people that already make that money, you know. So unless you're just really fucking cool, and I'm not saying those people don't exist. There's some really cool motherfuckers out there that are just in their little hobbit hole and fucking come out of nowhere, and you're just like, holy fuck, these guys are awesome. and it's fucking. I don't even know what you do with it. Fucking, I lost it. I'm out. I'm fucking stoned. Good weed. Where were we? Marble show, April 1st. I don't know if y'all remember. We make marbles in this house.
Word, Joe.
Oh, that's what happens here.
Yeah. We were talking about something earlier. We're trying to, like, get some Too T3rp shit together, but once we do...
The Too T3rp tour.
Not even just that, but it's, like, some content shit that I want to do with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had kind of mentioned it to you before.
Yeah.
But, like, we seriously need to make it happen.
Yeah, we should. I'm all about the content fun.
Yeah.
I like having fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
So I got remember Ralph?
Mm-hmm.
So
is he coming through?
So he's got gear.
We scaffolding his act?
And so no, I wasn't able to get to that approval. Let's give it time. Give it time. Because that would have been cool to get fucking Ralph fucking going down the side of the building.
I would have did that shit.
But he's getting a few rigs together, rig suits together, and wants to get a group of guys together to hang in the trees, and we all learn how to work the fucking ropes and like climb ropes, and he wants to do it as an aerobic class as well.
Yeah, I remember talking to him about that.
And so he's going all in on this stuff.
Okay,
and I think it would be cool to have a session in the trees. You know, and get a group of guys together, and like we can blaze trees in the trees.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we gotta get Ralph on, man. I was trying to work that out last year, but I got busy and shit, and I was fucking around. But this year, I'm getting you on.
You don't have any trees in here, so.
Well, no, he was hitting me up to go to some places, and I just didn't have the time to do it. I said I was fucking around.
He has got some spots too. Like he always trying to get me out, and I suck at leaving the house. Like,
all right, here's what we gonna do. We both gonna go.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
And so it's
right,
like
we'll
more
together.
hounds in the pool, and be like, all right, more people want to go.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'll be poking around, and be like, all right, this guy wants to go. All right, and he's gonna poke back and be like, you said you wanted to go.
Yeah, you coming too. You over here trying to be a fitness. He calling himself trying to really be about that fitness life. Let's see what you're talking about now.
Dang, you gotta really have a good grip. You want to work with the riggers. This will get you respect from the riggers.
I mean, I'm known for my grip, so.
Oh god,
aren't they lucky?
yo,
Marbles.
every time.
We're here about marbles, just so we're to clarify.
Word, yeah, that's right. Smooth marbles.
So, 18 Martis coming in for this show. All this craziness going on. If you know anybody that wants this bad boy,
That's
I'll
just
have it available.
fire, yo.
2 7/8 of an inch, I think.
As a matter of fact, I'm about to put this on the story.
It's hot to trot.
That's just fire. You know what we didn't do? Should we do it before we wrap up? Should we do the joint contest?
I smoked all the joints. We smoked all those joints. So
Yeah, I was about to say we might have missed the mark on that.
We're gonna compete on these joints now.
Yeah.
All right. I'll roll this little paper here that I cut to size.
All right.
We'll roll some more of this blueberry up because it's. Actually, no. roll up some of the Mandarin local because it's a little dry.
Roll up mine.
And so what is the purpose of, what is the goal of this contest? Is just you're practicing your skills and honing?
Well, Instagram will decide.
Instagram is going to decide who rolls a better joint.
I won the last one against so-and-so. From Midwest Avengers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we mentioned you yesterday. He said he remembered.
That's hilarious. Man, that was so long ago. Like, those guys used to hit it hard.
Oh, yeah, let me see that grinder.
They put on a good show. They still put on a good show? Did they mention? I haven't seen them in so long.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Hardly leave my house. I remember they used to throw it the fuck down.
Yeah, we got to get all the members on soon. At least some more.
See, like, do they tour? Do they play out at all still?
I think every now and then. I don't think as often as they used to.
It sounds like that we need to have a Midwest show.
Midwest Avenger show?
Yeah, fuck yeah, that'd be cool as fuck.
Okay.
Get them out. Who's this other dude that used to fucking be back in the day? This dude Steve had this fucking hip hop group. Who the hell was that? It wasn't Earthworms. He was Earthworms.
Never.
They used to lay down some fucking really sick beats too.
Okay.
Like I know people that I could just mention that to. They know who I was talking about. It'd just be a sign of my age at this point.
I mean, hey, we all know you older than us.
Am I the oldest one? Am I the old man here right now?
Stop it.
Only by 20 years.
Oh, lame. I just have a fine vintage. That's all that is. All right, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's not getting old; it's gaining vintage.
The hat don't fool us.
So people pay good money for a good vintage.
That's a fact. All
right.
Like I said, I told you, you earned the right to talk shit and all that. You lived through a lot. You lived through enough.
Oh, goodness.
With age, you earn the less fucks to give.
I don't know. It's still arguable.
I mean, you still gotta be like cool, but like when you decide to go off and it's like it's right, you can like launch to the moon,
man. But I'm good at it, and I don't need to. Like, the world doesn't need that. People don't need that. Like, immediately, a lot of times when I fucking start going off, it's like, I have some regret immediately because
you was taking it too far.
Fuck, dude. I'm fucking right. I'm kill shot every time. Finish them. And that's not nice. You know, like, they are already aware of all that shit. You don't have to fucking rub it in, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's just building up drama. You know, even though it's already built up to that point, like, it takes a lot to push me to that point of, like, that yelling. Mm-hmm. You know, like, we've all had it. We've all been in that relationship where somebody's yelling about something. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, like, emotions get high.
Yeah.
Like, on the road, you know, and you're on with tour mates, dude, fucking emotions run high. Like, people are, you know, partying a lot. Like, fucking, like, everything's off key. And that shit builds, you know, and the bubble pops and people get loud. And so, and I'm really good at getting loud. Fuck, dude, it's not good. How good.
Yeah.
Like, fucking my first career was an opera major. You know, I can get fucking loud, you know.
Wait, you can hit high notes?
No, I can't get we're not talking like fucking like falsetto kind of stuff for nothing, but.
You look like the falsetto type to me.
Like, I was they considered a true baritone.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you be trying to throw people off with that deep voice, but then if you really sang, you'd be up there hitting them Mariah Carey notes.
You'll have to sneak up behind them with your phone.
That's
Get the real scream out there.
Oh no, I totally have the like going on. Like it happens.
Oh man.
Like catch me happy enough, I'll giggle like a schoolgirl, dude. Like I got a good giggle, make me real happy. Like, yeah, I bounce up and down and everything, like, jump, fucking, like, yeah.
Hey, but real
I
talk.
stop and I look around, I'm like, shit, people saw that.
On a serious note, though, for real though, shout out to the gang. My bad for scaring y'all yesterday. That was fucked up.
Most excitement they got from living in the county coming out here.
I mean, yeah,
The
but
city experience, should have took them into an escape room after that.
Oh no, they was ready to go after that. That's why I felt bad. They literally were like
they're looking over their shoulders now.
They were literally like, okay, like yeah, I gotta go.
That'd be an interesting escape room. You get abducted off of the street and get taken to the room. Like, all right, welcome to the game.
What kind of freaky shit you in?
It's hardcore game is what it is. Like, somebody signed you up for that.
Actually, that video with me in it, that's what that was. It was an escape room with all the leather.
Hold on, wait a minute. Whoa. All the leather.
Okay, that's an off topic. Back to marbles again.
Nah, you see, you expose you every time you do. I feel like you got this thing that you really just want to expose it. I don't know, you want somebody in your DMs talking about this shit. Yeah, for all leather attire, hit up some socials T in his DMs. Don't be hitting that shit at 2T3rp.
Yo, you go to sign free leather something from Donovan.
Nah, it's gonna have some socials T. Get it right with that egg. Yeah, that egg with the sunglasses. No, what kind of glasses are those?
They were just my regular glasses.
yeah. It's him with an egg.
All right, there you go. There's my doobie. You put a filter on it. Is that one?
Oh.
I'm not good at filters.
Trying to do your method and somebody else's method at the same damn time. Okay.
Justin's methods really rub it off.
How's Justin roll a doobie?
Kind of like this.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't even realize on that cone that you were passing around, that was no filter in that.
No,
it was like straight up cowboy killer.
I don't use filters, dude. Like total cowboy killer all the way. I don't know how you put the filters in. But I can roll a nice tight doobie. How many doobies have you rolled now?
You know what? Y'all motherfuckers, yo.
I mean, I know this is your choice of path to improvement. So like,
that's right.
We can all enjoy it.
I stopped like rolling joints for a long time because we used to do contests all the time.
This is the first one I've experienced.
I started. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Did we roll? I thought it was just roll. We just rolled doobies.
I'm pretty sure we did a contest for the 150th. I'm definitely sure we did. I mean, for the 50th, not the 150th. That hasn't happened yet. Yeah. But for the 50th, we definitely had to have a joint rolling contest.
Okay.
Because we had the whole crew then. So yeah, we definitely did a joint rolling contest.
Okay.
Had to have.
Okay.
Whew, this shit looking like shit.
Take your word for it.
You know what? Fuck it. I think I'm almost done with this. Oh. Okay. I was feeling it yesterday. I don't know what's going on today.
Forgot the tip. You're supposed to breathe on it before you fold it.
That's right. That's right.
What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I did not add any context to that. Justin from Hand Wraps was saying, was it just the adhesive side?
Blow on the paper, and what?
Supposed to loosen it up a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah, if you breathe on it, it's supposed to like...
Really? It's supposed to like be easier to work or something?
Hey, to look like a face bit.
We'll get back to marbles, I promise.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's always entertaining.
Oh man!
Just children.
Yeah, y'all know what it was when you signed up to this. You know, especially when Ben's on the show. You know, anything goes. No, every time anybody asks me what's my favorite episode, I always say it's your episode. That's one of my favorite episodes that I've ever done.
What'd we do? We just talked though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, we actually had like a great conversation.
That's good.
It's what made me realize you were actually like a good person. And like you were solid.
I mean, well, you know, I don't leave the garage too much anymore these days, except for go water plants. That's incidental.
Yeah, man. But you already know I always pull up on you and all that. Well, I don't always pull up on you, but I try to pull up on you every now and then.
It's gonna hold me up with an iPhone one day. It's gonna backfire on you.
Nah, I learned my lesson yesterday. I felt bad. You know, once you strike gold once, you don't need to.
You're like, this is too enjoyable. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah. Honestly, it was kind of like the thrill was way too.
There's
I was laughing a little too hard after that. I was like, yeah.
So there's this point where you probably felt this position of power, and that's a challenging position in any level.
I don't think it was even that. I think it was just more so the fact that.
But at that
thing
point, you're the moment that they had and you still had, that was a power position at that point.
Okay, I got
regardless of its intent.
Got you.
All right, the position was a power position.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So, and that is a display of according. And so,
damn, you making me feel like an even bigger asshole. You trying to say I just took somebody's manhood? Damn,
biting on the neck of somebody who trusted you.
And that point of having that power over somebody is can be frightening, you know, and it's addictive to be witness to things like that, you know, and to express and to see, that the body has power like that at the mere insinuation, no commitment. You're just like, I could. And that is an addictive trait in the land of power. Fucked up, isn't it?
So these rumors about me starting a cult, y'all been watching? No, I'm just kidding. Yo, don't be psychoanalyzing me like that. You don't have to take mushrooms on this goddamn show no more, yo. What the fuck? Just made me look like a whole villain out here. God damn.
It's fun though every once in a while, you know. Like that's what Disney makes it. That Disney makes it fun.
Damn, I'm a little
humanize the entire circle.
I'm a little nervous now. You made me like, damn. Made me think about some things.
I'm sorry. You don't do that. People get offended by that. Like I've made people very uncomfortable over challenging the way they think. And just me trying to communicate is a challenging way for people to think, because I feel like I suck at communication at some levels, and then sometimes I see the way that I'm being communicated at, and then it's like, all right, I don't know if it's you or if it's me, but there's something going on here. There's a blockade, and I don't know what it is. And I've experienced this, you know, like I've read books that it's a vibrational thing, and that if you're reading higher in a vibration, people that read lower in a vibration, like people saying the exact same thing, and that is what brings people saying the exact same thing. And people do not understand it from A, B, and C character, but D character, all of a sudden it's like ringing a bell. Everybody's like, oh, I get it now. I totally understand. You explained everything. And he didn't. He just said the exact same fucking thing the first three people said. But because the vibration did not ring from the communication in the same tune, it was not received. And so it just bounces back, and it's fucking weird fuckery. People just don't see that shit. It's awful.
Like, I almost caught it, but then like towards the tail end, I feel like.
Which tail? With that it's awful that you can say things and have this wholehearted message of something and it be totally not received. You're looking at this brick wall, and the people looking back, they're looking at a brick wall, and you're like, there's so much good shit on this wall.
There is.
You know, and like you've experienced, everybody's experienced that communication with someone that words do not express. Blue is not blue. Green is not green. This pineapple isn't a bong.
Right. It's whatever you see.
Right. You know, like that's fucking
improv, yeah.
I mean, it's fucking crazy. You know, that shit it reads out like that. Yeah. Reality is an individual experience. Full circle there.
When I re-listen to this episode,
I specialize in circles, by the way.
Shit. Yeah, you got me in one right now. Nice little spin cycle, but dang, I'm gonna decipher this one in a little bit though.
It's fun.
You got my head spinning right now. You just kind of like mixed me up when we started talking about the whole, like you made that whole thing like a power thing that kind of like
made you think.
Yeah.
Made you totally think about the situation. Like it was funny because it was funny. I'm not going to argue like the points are funny on it because like it's funny. But
no, I don't feel like it's funny when I'm kind of like, damn. All
right, but
am I like?
But when you put the position of looking at it from full circle.
Yeah.
All right, and that is the problem. That is the biggest issue of my communication is I like to look at things from every point of view. It makes me run on to things. It makes me run around shit. Like it makes it very confrontational in my communicating with people because I like to understand all points. You know, and there's no this us and them bullshit. This fucking there's this your story, my story, the truth, and what's going on. All right, like fucking let's get to it. Let's see what's happening. And get over the interpersonal stuff already, you know, and the rest of it's just a good time. You know, life's a game.
Word.
Only argument I won in my anger management class I had to take. That life is a game. This lady was a stone wall, you used a word, you had to better fucking know that what that word meant, and she made you define it from like 4 different dictionaries and stuff, and it was awful.
No, that actually sounds tight.
Like,
see, I don't know. I don't think of shit like that. Like it's fucked up in the moment, but like when you go back and look at it, that's what kind of made you like thorough
to take this class. So while I was taking these classes, I'm in this place where there are people there that can't actually handle their emotions on any sense of level. Like, and the fact that I ask questions is a challenge to their manhood and shit. Like fucking like I'm chesting up with these people. Do you see like how many times just asking a goddamn question, these people want to pick a fucking fight with you? Like like it is real. Like it was real. Like these people are angry.
Yeah, but you got to understand why though, because they probably lack the intelligence. So if you're talking
part of that, of that is understanding the language. You know, you have to learn the language. You have to understand the words you're using. You like why the emotions they're carrying, what happened, the why it happens. Like you have to understand that to be able to move forward in that. And
a lot of it too is being able to adapt to your environment. Like it's cool to be able to use words, but like if it's not applicable to the environment that you're in, then what difference does it make? It's lost in communication.
Words are a power play too.
That's a fact.
You know,
that's a fact.
And people who are educated try to use their words against people who are not educated, and that's your efforts get their way. And they try to, you know, it is a power point. Like your ability to use your words and run on topics like that is a point of power. Like I got a buddy, he knows how to run his mouth, like when he wants to. Like he knows he wants to fucking line of bullshit. Like he will bullshit his way around a corner, and he'll make it look good. And it's just efforts to present a position of value. It's a power play, but it's a value position for him at the same time.
So then, basically, what you're saying is the person who can bullshit the most has the most power.
How much of that bullshit can you back? Because
how much of it do you need to back?
That's positional. There's a points where you don't have to back any of it. All right, you just have to be willing to play. All right, this is a poker game at that point. All right, you're playing 21. You're playing games at that point.
Right.
And as I said, life is a game.
That's true.
It was the only argument I won in my anger management class.
I mean, that's a fact. Life is a game when you really think about it. No matter if you're in the game or not. I mean, it's a game.
There you go. There's the other doobie. There's my competed doobie. This is the one I will enter to compete.
Yo, every time you come, we be on some like deep level shit, yo, or some big bullshit. Either or, like.
I mean, it's likely both.
The duality of man.
It has to be. Like, if it's got to be one, it's got to be the other. Like my duality is somebody else's big bowl of bullshit. Like.
Oh wait,
this one's not in competition. I don't want it to be unfair.
Did you roll one? You know how?
You're late to the party, buddy.
Huh? You want to throw it in here? Why not? We'll take
it. These mics catch everything.
Yeah. Come on now, perfect for asthma, dog. You know ASMR, right? I'm saying ASMR.
ASMR. It's a band.
Oh, I thought you were on TikTok. I'm not even on TikTok. You should know about that shit.
See, but I don't pay attention to things that go on. I know that's a hashtag. Yeah. I've seen that.
ASMR. So, yeah, we looked it up. But
showing you my age again.
Basically, it's like sound shit.
Okay.
It's like focused on sound, and it's almost kind of like it's fetishized at this point.
Okay.
Autonomous sensory meridian response. So when you get tingles and stuff down your back to like certain noises.
Oh, okay. Sure. So like the sensational things, like the sound of somebody eating a sandwich, like
yeah,
fucking
lighting the joint.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Like
we're giving the secrets to the Too T3rpd fans.
Yeah.
Only marbles coming soon.
Kegels.
Oh god.
And Benoits and the land of marbles would be where the OnlyFans would go.
Glass singing rods.
It's aerobic.
Nah, he about to make some Kegel marbles. That's what he's saying.
They're 1 inch, standard 1 inch marbles.
He already got the measurements and everything. Oh,
what do you mean? I already got it pre-ordered.
Yeah.
See, well, you got your first customer.
See, there you go.
Name him after him.
I know people.
Name him to some socials.
Whose socials?
Good point. Because are there socials anyway? Socials are all perspective.
Sure. I got a buddy who's very extremist in his socials, and he makes amazing glassware, but he's so obsessed with the craziness that's going through in government stuff that he has to share all of the perspectives of it, true or fake. He doesn't care as long as it's fucking up fucking shit for other people. Like, he's all about it. And man, he is deep in that rabbit hole that
it's hard to come out.
Be paranoid is what make me fucking. He calls it as, it's firing squad is what he calls it. He's like, fire the meme cannons. Like, everything's a battle station. His torch is his battleship, and he rides that ship into battle. And the stuff that he goes into battle with and comes out of, it's badass is what it is. Like, fucking that shit's badass fucking art.
I'm making the poll for the for the thing. For the contest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want you to think I'm not paying attention to you.
Blunt lovers are going to just jump in,
he hating already. That's that hate.
I mean, That's a nice blunt.
You be hating hard, dog.
It's a nice blunt.
No, I'm trying to clean it up now. Nah.
It's a nice blunt.
I'm trying to clean it
Blunt
up.
lovers coming in. Like, that's a nice blunt. I bring my little guy into the party.
Nah, don't be trying to clean it up because he's young. Nah, don't they hate him too? Shit, fuck that. Let him know. Start him out young.
And then there's...
Haters gonna be your motivators. Remember that.
Do you like using filters?
I do.
When you smoke weed. Now, is that just of a consumption point of view, or an airflow, or you think they work better? Or?
Yeah, I kind of. So a lot of the times, a lot of people will get they don't get it closed up enough, so then you'll get the weed in your mouth at the end.
Sure, it spits on you if the weed's a little dry. Sure, I've experienced that.
Usually the filter blocks that out a lot.
Okay. All right. Let's say I've thought about making tips,
glass,
like in the extended, like the Cruella de Vil tips, maybe not quite that embellished, but.
So, I had to show you this concept that somebody did. It's like a noodle, but it's a glass noodle.
A glass, oh yeah,
like a filter.
Yeah, I've seen the. Eddie's rocking those things. He's
really this dude, Rotini. Those things are nice, bro.
Yeah, making a noodle like that is ingenuitive.
God damn!
We
gotta get a hate meter in this bitch.
I think it's so amazing that people are able to come up with things already existing in the world and be like, I can make it look like that, and then their ability to sell it is amazing.
You just got to be willing to market.
It is, dude. It totally runs in marketing. Like, it's total marketing. Like, I like their ability to brand and move that product is awesome. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the part about it that I enjoy, is that the people will stick to these odd products and push them and bring them into the world of sales and value, and that's cool. Like, I thought making marbles was a bad idea with my life, and now people pay me pretty decently for one, and so that's cool as fuck. I'm always impressed when people buy one, because it's a product of luxury. I can't afford most of them.
What's a good song to add to this? Or should I just post it?
A good song?
Yeah.
Have you?
The story.
We'll never find that song on standard search engines.
Oh, well then, sounds like I'm just gonna hit that post.
So we used to follow there. We had this band that used to come to St. Louis all the time, and it was called Spooky Daily Pride, mm-hmm. and they were out of the East Coast, and the funky, just, it was like this bar swing funk music. It's kind of hard to explain it, but the pattern. It was like that 10-key spread slap on the fucking and then they would just go into these really funk-rated oddities of songs, and it was always an awesome show, and they're very loud and boisterous, and we all got to know the band members very well. They all after partied at our house and stuff. It was good times back in the early 2000s.
Okay.
So they're all the main player, Spooky. He's a producer now, I believe, in Chicago. The other two of the members are in the Andy Frasco band now, I believe, and they tour. And Andy does a lot of that kind of. He puts more like jam and rock influence into some of those slaps, but he's got some tunes that kind of slap like that too. And they used some of the same producers and all that, and amazing artists in that group as well. If you've never heard of Andy Frasco,
check them out.
Go check them out.
Okay.
They slap pretty hard. He throws down.
That's what's up.
Yeah. What time is it? How long have we been running my mouth on your mouth?
Dude.
2 hours.
I figured. Yeah, I thought we were around that time.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't mean to run my mouth so much, you know.
Nah, we needed one of these again.
Yeah.
We've been running like hour and a half and all that. So
Okay.
when we first started getting back into it, we were running like two and a half. So we back on track.
Right on.
That's how I know like I'm with the homies for real, for real. See, the one with Esso would have been that shit. It probably would have been 3 hours if we had been recording the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how I know I'm with the homies. When it's like 2 hours and over, like it's like,
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. I'm glad to come hang out. I like getting out of the house.
you already know. Shit. All right, so let's go ahead and promote the show one more time.
Yeah, April 1st, noon to 6. Going on. You'd be a fool to miss this show.
That's a
with
fact.
The artists coming in for this one, and
Fact.
and we're gonna make this an annual event too. So like it's only getting better, but like we want these people supported. We want these people to come back.
Hell
We want
yeah.
them to want to come back.
Facts.
We want to show these artists that St. Louis and Missouri and the Midwest are support the arts, and so. These people travel from really far, like Mike Magnifico. Just saying his name right is, I feel like, an accomplishment. Magnifico, like it's fucking.
That sound fancy.
Dude, he's from Pittsburgh, I think, like Pittsburgh or Philadelphia. I think it's Pittsburgh.
Oh shit!
And he does a lot of the. He's been working on some like fusing glass together, and then sinking them into weights. With like stump suckers and stuff.
Really?
Making these like weights. He's been doing some projects with Chad Parker and stuff that they've been really coming out real nice. And he was nice enough. He's driving all the way out from fucking Pittsburgh to show off his work.
Hell
at
yeah.
the show. And so it's really exciting.
He keeps on making these Pittsburgh connections. It's interesting.
Mike is an interesting fellow. Like he's the artistic types. Marble people in general are a unique, eccentric group of individuals, and I've yet to find one that's rubbed me the wrong way.
Nah, for
you
real.
know, they're all fucking weird. You
Way
know,
to clean it up.
like-
You always be throwing out that hate, and then you know how to clean it up real quick.
They're all fucking weird. It's the best kinds of weird, man. Like, they own that. Like, ownership of your weird. Like, there's value in that, you know? Like, there's nothing wrong with being fucking weird as long as you can own it.
That's a fact.
Like, don't come at me fucking being all weird as fuck and being like, like this fucking sidestepping of your own character bullshit. Like, that's obnoxious. It's fucking juvenile. Own up to your own shit. Be weird. If you want to fucking wear your hair fucking weird, pierce your fucking nose up weird, or fucking put tattoos on your face, or fucking have weird fetishes, what the fuck ever. Just be fucking happy about it. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Like if you want to be in drama, maybe you should go into television, because that's where fucking drama belongs. It's where it's fucking best to be resourceful. Like, nobody's got time for the bullshit.
Word.
You know, like none of us make enough money to deal and dish bullshit like that. Like,
I like that.
like if like it's seriously, like, from a financial, like, let's look at drama from a financial perspective. Most of us can't afford it. like for real. I can't afford it. You can't afford it. That is a waste of time and money.
Yeah.
Like, if you're making everybody feel bad, like, that's just wasting money.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not wasting it, you're spending it trying to make yourself feel better. And that's
Yeah.
stupid too. Fucking
That's true.
like, you're not thinking clearly. Like, sometimes you might come out with some gold in that, but no. Like, mine turns into ice cream a lot. Like junk food, junkie, donuts. Like, fucking, I will eat a 6-pack of fucking donuts.
Yeah.
Like, before I even realized I've even started to eat donuts, I've already eaten half a dozen.
Have I brought you Debbie's before? I can't remember.
Potentially. Like, I would eat a whole box of those things, so please don't.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, fucking, because I will seriously, like, fucking oatmeal cakes, fucking fudge rounds, like, I will make myself toxically sick from just eating them, because I'm a junkie for food like that.
Got it.
like I get stoned and I just like start munching around. So I have to I like placing foods that I can even munch on because I know I'm a senseless muncher. Like putting in fucking cause and then I got really, my first solution was to just get good at making them. And if I wanted some junk food, I had to make it. All right, that just got fucking way out of hand fast. Cause then just like this conversation, it comes out.
All right, hold on. We gonna finish this one after we get done. We about to go forever.
I fucking go out.
All right, let's wrap it up. All right, get your shit.
So you can catch me on the IG at Some Socials T. I'm gonna get it right one day.
Some Socials T.
Formerly known as.
Yeah, okay. It used to be No Socials. Now he's Some Socials. You see where we?
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
progression.
Just look for Some Socialist in the bucket.
See, he always got a
self-saboteur.
That's all I know.
Right. Yeah. After it's, I don't like how you got me on the show, but after the show, you got to definitely go into that. But anyway, make sure you follow Eddie at STL Kush Couture. Make sure you follow Ryan at Flucker. Make sure you follow Too T3rpd on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Patreon. Make sure you hit up that. Make sure you hit up that hotline 314-399-9711 with them voicemails and text. And then don't forget to follow me, Donovan 2408, on all social media platforms.
Sweet.
Yeah. You know, I learned how to do this a little bit. But yeah.
Thanks for having me.
You already know. All right, let me hurry play this music before you get the rambling again.
Like I said, I can get into tangent fast.
It's
Probably.
too.
It's like undiagnosed, so I just I like to stay on topic for a while.